What, thou dreadful minister of hell? Thou hast but power over his mortal body, his soul thou canst not have, therefore be gone.
Sweet saint, for charity be not so cursed.
Foul devil, for God's sake, hence, and trouble us not. For thou hast made the happy earth thy hell, filled it with cursing cries and deep exclaims. If thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of thy butcheries. Oh, gentlemen! See, dead Henry's wounds open their congealed mouths and bleed afresh. Blush, thou lump of foul deformity, for 'tis thy presence that exhales this blood. From cold and empty veins where no blood dwells, thy deed, inhuman and unnatural, provokes this deluge most unnatural. O God, which this blood made is revenge his death! O earth, which this blood drinks, revenge his death! Either heaven with lightning strike the murderer dead, or earth gape open wide, and eat him quick as thou dost swallow up this good king's blood, which his hell-governed arm hath butchered.
Lady, you know no rules of charity, which renders good for bad, blessings for curses.
Villain, thou knowest no law of God nor man, no beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity.
But I know none, and therefore am no beast.
Oh, wonderful when devils tell the truth.
More wonderful when angels are so angry. Vouchsafe, divine perfection of a woman, of these supposed evils to give me leave, by circumstance but to acquit myself.
Vouchsafe, diffused infection of a man, of these known evils, but to give me leave by circumstance to curse thy cursed self.
Fairer than tongue can name thee. Let me have some patient leisure to excuse myself.
Fouler than heart can think thee, thou canst make no excuse current but to hang thyself.
By such despair I should accuse myself.
And by despairing shalt thou stand excused, for doing worthy vengeance on thyself that didst unworthy slaughter upon others.
Well, say that I slew them not.
Why then they are not dead, but dead they are, and devilish slave by thee.
I did not kill your husband.
Why then he is alive.
Nay, he is dead, and slain by Edward's hand.
Thy foul throat thou liest. Queen Margaret saw thy murderous falchion smoking in his blood, the which thou once did bend against her breast, but that thy brothers beat aside the point.
I was provoked by her slanderous tongue, which laid their guilt upon my guiltless shoulders.
I was provoked by thy bloody mind that never treats on aught but butcheries. Didst thou not kill this king?
I grant ye.
Dost grant me, hedgehog? Then God grant me too, thou mayst be damned for that wicked deed. Oh, he was gentle, mild, and virtuous.
The fitter for the King of heaven that hath him.
He is in heaven where thou shalt never come.
Let him thank me that hope to send him thither. For he was fitter for that place than earth.
And thou unfit for any place but hell.
Yes. One place else, if you will hear me name it.
Some dungeon.
Your bedchamber.
Ill rest betide the chamber where thou liest.
So will it, madam, till I lie with you.
I hope so.
I know so. But gentle Lady Anne, to leave this keen encounter of our wits, and fall somewhat into a slower method, is not the causer of these timeless deaths of these Plantagenets, Henry and Edward, as blameful as the executioner?
Thou wast the cause and most accursed effect.
Your beauty was the cause of that effect. Your beauty, which did haunt me in my sleep to undertake the death of all the world, that I might live 1 hour in your sweet bosom.
I tell thee, homicide, that these nails should rend that beauty from my cheeks.
These eyes could not endure sweet beauty's wreck. You should not blemish it if I stood by. As all the world is cheered by the sun, so I by that. It is my day, my life.
Like night, or shade thy day, and death thy life.
Curse not thyself, fair lady, thou art both.
I would I were to be revenged on thee.
It is a quarrel most unnatural, to be revenged on him that loveth you.
It is a quarrel just and reasonable, to be revenged on him that slew my husband.
He that bereft thee, lady, of thy husband, did it to help thee to a better husband.
His better doth not breathe upon the earth.
He lives that loves thee better than he could.
Name him.
Plantagenet.
Why, that was he.
Why, the self-same name, but one of better nature.
Where is he?
Here. Why dost thou spit at me?
Would it were mortal poison for thy sake.
Oh, never came poison from so sweet a
Never
place.
hung poison on so foul a toad. Out of my sight thou dost infect my eyes.
Those thine eyes, dear lady, are infecting mine.
Would they were basilisks to strike thee dead.
I would they were, that I might die at once. For now they kill me with a living death. Those eyes of thine, from mine, have drawn salt tears, shamed their aspect with store of childish drops. These eyes, that never shed remorseful tear. No, when my father York and Edward wept, to hear the piteous moan that Rutland made, when black-faced Clifford shook his sword at him, nor when thy warlike father, like a child, told the sad story of my father's death, and 20 times made pause to sob and weep, that all the standards by had wet their cheeks like trees bedashed with rain. In that sad time, my manly eyes did scorn an humble tear, and with those sorrows could not thence exhale thy beauty half, and made them blind with weeping. I never sued to friend nor enemy. My tongue could never learn sweet, smoothing word. But now thy beauty is proposed my fee. My proud heart sues and prompts my tongue to speak. Teach not thy lips such scorn, for they were made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. If thy revengeful heart cannot forgive, lo, here I lend thee this sharp-pointed sword, which if thou please to hide in this true bosom, and let forth the soul that adoreth thee, I lay it naked to the deadly stroke, and humbly beg for death upon my knee. Nay, do not pause, for I did kill King Henry, but 'twas thy beauty that provoked me. Nay, now dispatched, 'twas I that stabbed young Edward, but 'twas thy heavenly face that set me on. Take up the sword again, or take up me.
Arise, dissembler. Though I wish thy death, I will not be the executioner.
Then bid me kill myself, and I will do it.
I have already.
Tush, that was in thy rage. Speak it again. And even with the word, that hand which for thy love did kill thy love, shall for thy love kill a far truer love. To both their deaths thou shalt be accessory.
Would I knew thy heart.
'Tis figured in my tongue.
I fear me both are false.
Then never man was true.
Well, pick up your sword.
Say then, my peace is made,
That shalt thou know hereafter.
but shall I live in hope?
All men I hope live so.
Vouchsafe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
Oh, look how this ring encompasseth finger. Even so thy breast encloseth my poor heart. Wear both of them, for both of them are thine. And if thy poor devoted suppliant may but beg one favor at thy gracious hand, thou dost confirm his happiness forever.
What is it?
If it please thee, leave these sad designs to him that hath more cause to be a mourner, and presently repair to Crosby Place, where, after I have solemnly interred at Chertsey Monastery this noble king, and wet his grave with my repentant tears, I will with all expedient duty see you. For divers unknown reasons, I beseech you, grant me this boon.
With all my heart. Much it joys me too to see you are become so penitent.
Bid me farewell.
'Tis more than you deserve. Since you teach me how to flatter you. Imagine I have said farewell already.